after Queen gives Trump's royal welcome, Obama's plant fake news and it backfires. Barack and Michelle Obama are missing all the power and privilege that comes with being the first couple. They are especially missing being the center of attention. When Queen Elizabeth II rolled out a very special royal welcome to the Trumps, that the Obamas never got, they were pissed off. Hoping to smear President Donald Trump and Melania's visit to Windsor Castle, they planted a ridiculous fake news story, and it backfires big time. Well, it only took 48 hours of positive press reporting on the president's first visit with the Queen for Barack and Michelle to lose their cool. The British media was quick to point out Her Majesty rolled out all the regal pomp and circumstance for President Trump and Melania. The Queen's choice of Windsor Castle proves she wanted to impress the president. In fact, the monarch ordered her royal guard to be in attendance along with a special covered royal dais set up with 3 seats. Fox News' Martha MacCallum, who is known for her special reports on the royal family, said, "I've never seen the Queen do anything like this. It's truly beautiful and impressive." The official account of the royal family saluted the Trumps, tweeting, "A guard of honor gives a royal salute and the US National Anthem is played by the band formed of personnel from the Coldstream and Grenadier Guards." If you're wondering if the Queen ever gave the Obamas such a welcome, the answer is no, not even close. USA Today reports, the presidential couple arrived at the massive 900-plus-year-old fortress just miles west of London at about 5 p.m. local time, and shook hands with Her Majesty, 92, who was meeting her 12th sitting president and the 4th she has hosted at her weekend residence since the 1980s. When the Obamas wrangled a weekend at Windsor, the Queen didn't even get dressed up to meet them. She showed up where Marine One landed on the grounds in a headscarf. No royal guard, no regal greeting, no pomp, and no circumstance. So when leftist media reports started saying that the Queen trolled President Trump by showing she loves Barack and Michelle best, most people couldn't believe it. What had the British monarch done to create this drama? The Hill reports, Queen Elizabeth wore a brooch given to her by former President Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama on the day President Trump landed in the UK, according to multiple reports. They add, the Obamas gave the vintage brooch to the Queen during a 2011 visit. The 14-carat yellow gold piece of jewelry is also known as the American State Visit brooch. The nod to the former president has been seen by some as a subtle jab at Trump. What? Let's get this straight. The Queen wore this brooch when? Well, when you get the entire non-story, you will be shaking your head. The Queen wore this brooch on Thursday, not the day the Trumps visited with her. When you look at the dress she is wearing when she wears this brooch, a whole day before she meets the president, it's evident the brooch was picked for one reason: it matches her dress. This story is such an incredible fake news plant, it can only come from the Obamas, who are infamous for planting news favorable to bolster their brand. Here's the picture of the British monarch wearing the small green flower brooch in question on Thursday, as she welcomed the Archbishop of Canterbury and the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar to Windsor Castle. You be the judge if this is trolling Trump. It's difficult to even see the brooch, it's so small and blends in so well with this flowery green peach dress that Her Majesty is wearing. But, this is making big news in Britain and the United States. US Weekly got in on the ridiculous conspiracy, reporting, Elizabeth's choice to wear the Obamas' gift on the same day Trump arrived in England might have been a coincidence, but considering the number of brooches the Queen has, some pundits are thinking it was a deliberate choice. Now, does any sane human being think the 92-year-old Queen actually wore this green leaf brooch a full day before she ever meets Trump, to send him some cryptic message about Barack Obama? I think if someone asked Her Majesty about these reports, she would look at you like you're insane. Which is what the Obamas and their cohorts in the leftist media are, insanely jealous. The mainstream media are running with this ridiculous non-story as if it's real news. It just goes to show you Trump's meeting with Queen Elizabeth went so well, all they got to console themselves with is a pathetic fake news story.